Hello everyone. Welcome back to flower season. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I plant my dahlias. So I have dahlias in tubers and I also have dahlia plants that we started together in a video a few months ago. So this raised bed needs a bit more of soil, so I ended up adding a little bit of raised bed mix from Miracle Grow. So most of these are from last year, and I had some really beautiful dinner plate dahlias. I had a orange peachy one, a purple, like a really dark purple one that was super beautiful, a really tiny dainty that was purple as well, a really cute ball dahlia that was white, and another one that was also like peachy kind of orangey one. And they all survived the winter. Like I was telling you guys, I was actually tilling the area where I had them around a month and a half ago, and I ended up discovering that the tubers that were there were looking super nice. So I ended up digging them up, storing them in the basement, and then I started them in pots like you guys saw in the video, and look how big they're looking right now. And I'm just showing you guys that it's the raised bed soil from Miracle Grow. But yeah, look how big they are. They're super beautiful. So for this year I bought this pink mix from Eden Brothers, and I wanted to show you guys that you guys don't have to start your dahlias early. You guys can just plant them in the ground as tubers. I will be giving you guys updates on see how much of an early bloom you guys will have if you do the same as I did and start dahlias super early. So stay tuned for that. And you guys can see that these dahlias already have a lot of eyes popping up. I'm not gonna divide them or anything like that. I'm just gonna plant them straight to the ground. So I have a whole bunch of petunias as well, so I'll be adding 3 of the purple petunias that I started from seed, just to give the raised bed a little bit of a pop of color. So this is the first raised bed in the veggie garden. Even though this one is not going to be filled with veggies, I wanted this one to be flowers because it's one of the first things you see when you come into the backyard, and that's why I wanted flowers in this one. So I'll be using rose tone. I couldn't find biotone this year. I was able to buy a few little bags, but I couldn't find any bigger bags. So I ended up buying 3 18-pound bags of rose tone, because if you guys haven't noticed, it has biotone formula already in it. So it will help with the root system as well. And it's pretty easy. Planting dahlias is super easy. You pretty much just add a little bit of fertilizer. Well, this is a petunia. But yeah, oh my gosh, these ones were my petunias that I started from seed, and they look amazing. They don't have any buds yet, but soon enough they'll be full with beautiful little flowers. But I pretty much do the same thing with most of my plants. When I plant them, I add a little bit of fertilizer in the hole, and then I add my plant. This is a tuber. I just place it in the ground and I cover it, and that's all I do. It's super easy, guys. Try it. The dahlias last year, they look amazing. I didn't do a really good job staking them, so I'll be doing a better job this year. But they're really worth your time. Even if you only plant one, just give it a try. They look amazing in the garden. As well as these petunias, they're the tidal wave petunias, and every year that I've started them from seed, they have done amazing. I think it's another plant, if you want to start something from seed that's gonna give you a whole bunch of flowers. I think the tidal wave petunias are another really nice plant, an annual plant that you can try from seed, and they're super easy to grow as well. You can even do it in the winter sow method. So give dahlias and also the tidal wave petunias a chance. I can't wait to show you guys the updates on this flower bed, in this raised bed, because I think you guys will love it as much as I do. And with the plants, I do basically the same thing. I just make this soil right here is super fluffy, so I'll just make a little hole to fit the root ball. And I added a little bit of fertilizer, and that's all it takes to plant this plant, any plant. I think the most difficult part is to take care of them, but once you fall in love with gardening, I think it's really not a hassle. None of these beds right here have drip irrigation, so I'll be watering them by hand every day, which that was something I wanted to do for this veggie garden. I might change it in a few years, but this year I wanted to be super hands-on with all the veggies, learn everything from them, and watering was one of the things that I wanted to do manually. um, but yeah, these are not veggies, but you guys know what I mean. I wanted this 5 raised beds to be something that I was gonna be hands-on with the whole summer, and even the kids, they have enjoyed it so much, and Christian loves watering, so I know he'll be helping me with that as well. And Christian is my son, and then my daughter's name is Carla, and of course you guys already know Carlos. I am so blessed that they all like doing the things that I like doing. And then we all spend a really nice time, gardening. We were thinking about getting the kids a something so they can play, maybe like a little playground set or like a trampoline, but we're still thinking about it, which one we want to get. So if you guys know any brands that are really good, like, let me know. Something small, not too big. But yeah, so they enjoy the garden even more than what they already do. So this is the left side of the vegetable garden, where I have a hedge of firelight hydrangeas, and where I had my daffodils. So I'll be adding in between each hydrangea, I'll be adding one of the dahlias from last year, because I had so many. I had planned a different thing for this area, but instead of buying plants, I'll just use the dahlias that were a gift. A gift from the universe. So this area doesn't have really good soil, but last year I planted them in clay. I only added a few amendments, and this bed already has all of those amendments in it, so I'm not too worried about the clay soil. Like I said, I've had pretty good success on my clay soil with a lot of plants, so I'm not too worried about that. And I'm super excited to see which flowers I get, because I don't really know which ones I'm gonna get. If I'm gonna get the purple, the little ones, or the big dinner plate ones, so we'll see. It's gonna be a surprise for all of us. And you guys can see the daffodils and the tulips are, past their prime, and they're starting to die back, but we're gonna start seeing a lot of the beautiful summer flowers here in my garden. So in total, I had 25 dahlias in total. I ended up planting 21 of them, and I still have four tubers that I bought for this year, and those are gonna go in pots. But this is it. Like you guys can see, there's my brother over there in the back. I have a little brother. I think I already mentioned that quite a bit of times. Anyways, I have supports on them. They're just bamboo stakes, and I only tie them with the tomato. It's like tomato wire, just the green wire, and this is how I'm going to support most of my dahlias this year. I have one per dahlia. I also planted some Verbena bonariensis, and it's super pretty, and it's so dainty, and the plant is like tall and skinny, so I think it's gonna be fine if I mix them on that area. And the other type of support that I'll be trying this year are tomato cages. I seen pictures, and you can't see the tomato cage at the end of the season, so we'll see how that goes with the dahlias. So for the raised bed, I am gonna mulch it just to keep a little bit of water retention, and to keep the soil a little bit moistened, because dahlias love water. So you do want to mulch, and be aware that you're gonna have to constantly give dahlias water, because they like consistent water. So I will be mulching them with this pine mulch, and I think it looks super, super beautiful with the mulch. It just puts the whole flower, the raised bed together. So I'm super excited about the flowers that I'm gonna get soon, and I hope you guys can see how beautiful and big and healthy they look. I'm just so proud of them. I'm so proud that they survived the really, really long, cold winter, and they're gonna be beautiful. Well, guys, I hope you guys like this video, and see you till next time. Bye bye. If you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments. All right, bye bye.